very warm welcome to our humble Highland home. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We've had a few chilly mornings recently, just to let us know that autumn is fast approaching. Some leaves are just starting to change in colour in preparation for letting go and resting for a while over the colder months. Some flowers are holding on to the last of their blooms, but I don't think they'll all reach their full potential now due to the days getting shorter. It's lovely to see and hear the water running in the burn again after the dry spell. At this time of year, I love the fresh smell of possibility. This is a reward for the time and effort that I give back to the land and look forward to making future plans. It won't be long before the comfrey dies back, so I'm picking some now to add a final layer to the compost. Comfrey can outperform manure and other feeds for concentration of nutrients and can help to balance out the carbon to nitrogen ratio, which helps with decomposition. The contents of this compost bay will drop down very quickly, and I will look to turn it once I've moved all the rest of the compost along one. There are so many benefits to making your own compost, which I've made another video about, so I will leave a link to that video in the description below. I've been using this compost in the garden as it's perfect for a nutritional top-up and a mulch to keep the weeds down and the heat and moisture in the soil. To some people, this might just look like dirt, but to me, it's adding to the future of possibilities for a productive growing season now, over winter, and for the year ahead. The cucumbers are coming to the end of their life. They really don't like the cold, so it'll be time to cut them out soon. I leave the roots in the ground so the earth won't be disturbed, and I just cut off the stems around about ground level. I'm going to be planting some salad leaves here in the greenhouse so that they've got time to become established and grow strength before the colder weather comes. We had a lovely early crop of salad leaves this year, so I'm hoping to replicate this and get a nice early crop next year too. Some people do think that you can't grow anything over the winter period. This really is a myth. Everything has its season, and different plants grow better in different seasons. And this is why we say about eating seasonally. These are lettuce maureen seedlings, which is quite a small compact lettuce, which you can either cut it off completely or do what I do and just take a few leaves from the outside and work my way in, and that way I get a lot more. I'm also planting some red and green salad bowl lettuce leaves. These are my go-to favourites to bulk up any salad. So with the focus that I've got in the greenhouse at the moment, the planning ahead, the succession planting, will give me rewards in the near and for the longer term. This is the edible perennial part of the garden that I started working on at the beginning of the year. I'd already prepared a hole ready to move some rhubarb in. This rhubarb has just experienced a huge change to its environment, but hopefully I've provided a nice new home for it with lots of organic matter and manure for it to feed on until it settles in. By moving the rhubarb now, we'll allow it time to die back and to focus its energies on its roots over winter time and hopefully start sprouting again next year. It really is looking a bit sorry for itself at the moment, but it won't look out of place soon, as everything will start dying back here. It's part of the plan that this area will all be edible perennials. However, I will add in the occasional flowers or monocrops if there's space. Once I've got a willing helper to help me move the picnic table, I will continue to work in this area, step by step, bit by bit, and stone by stone. The area directly underneath the picnic table will soon become home to our next apple tree, which is a November cropping Braeburn. This tree is already 3 years old and it's grafted onto rootstock, so it should only grow to a height that is suitable for this area. This area of the garden is the phase 3 of the plans for the kitchen garden. It's the outdoor growing space, and I've been designing it to incorporate the contours of the land and to harvest and save water, and also to make full use of the sun. I haven't currently got time to do the entire garden, so I thought I would just start off with a little bit and go from there. I've taken a few small steps today that hopefully will reward me in the future. So thank you for joining me here today. Take care of yourself and others, and I'll see you in the next video.